classmates, and today we are the group to present our findings on the session that we have done previously. Okay, today we will be presenting is me, and next to me is Muhammad Faiz Johari, and then is Nur Hashim Rahman, and last is Nuraini binti Bahiji. Okay, we are going to each and one of us assign a candidate, and we have the review on the we have set our candidate based on the class criteria, which is C stands for content, L stands for language, A for appropriacy, S for structure, and this last is the strategy. The first candidate that we have assessed is Nur Akila binti Muhammad Rosli. So her topic is boys can be good friends compared to a girl. Okay, as you see here, to make it much more easier for her, I have bring out her strength and her weakness so that she can easily identify and improve what she needs to do. Okay, for the first one is the content criteria. Okay, the statement is the speaker managed to develop ideas successfully according to the topic. And the score for this statement, she has scored 4 out of 5. Okay, the evidence is from this part of the class criteria, speaker managed to develop ideas and managed to project the idea. But she didn't state enough evidence to convince the audience on her ideas. Okay, that's why she scored 4, because she didn't manage to provide enough evidence. Okay, second one is provide clear examples and sufficient examples. For this criteria, this is her weakness, and I have pointed out that so she can improve it. Okay, she does not state enough evidence and convince the audience on her speakers. Speakers started when delivering her evidence and make it much harder to understand the example given. For instance, in minutes 3.10 and in 3.20 seconds in the videos. Okay, later on we will see all the videos. Okay, move on to the next slide. And for this criteria, the total for this criteria is 25. And on that two criteria that I have pointed out, she managed to score 6 out of 10. And her total marks for content criteria is 17 out of 25 points. Okay, 17. Okay, the next one will be the language criteria. And the first statement is the use of correct grammatical structure. And in this one, she managed to score 2. Okay, the evidence is for the language criteria, she managed to deliver her speech and idea confidently. And her voice can be clearly heard, and her intonation are quite convincing, but speakers could improve more on the grammatical structure of the sentence. The one is too long. So it is briefly on grammatical structure. The candidate's intonation and voice projection is clear, but the structure of the sentence is not well organized. So there is a few spots where there is grammatical error. Okay. The next one will be proper use of intonation, and candidates managed to score 3. She managed to use a proper intonation where that she has to emphasize, where she needs to slow down. She managed to do that, but there is still room for improvement. Okay. Okay, for this language criteria, the total score is 25. And for these two, the candidates managed to score 5 out of 10. And the total score for language criteria is 13 out of 25. Okay. So move on to the next criteria, which is appropriacy. Okay, the first statement is speaker shows proper speech etiquette, and candidates managed to score 4 points out of 5. The evidence is for appropriacy. Speaker managed to show good and proper manner during her speech. She sits in the right posture. Later on, we will see in the video. Candidate has a confidence posture, and now and then she has direct eye contact to her audience. Okay, the second one is portray good body posture and eye contact. Like just I said to you before, she has portrayed a good body posture. She sits upright and she do have eye contact to the audience. Okay, for this appropriacy criteria, for that two, speaker managed to score 8 out of 10. And for the total score from appropriacy, speakers managed to score 17 out of 25. Okay. The next criteria will be structure. And for the first statement, the points are organized accordingly. Okay. In this statement, speakers managed to score 3 out of 5. And the evidence is the points are organized accordingly and usage of discourse markers to link the point. So she managed to use a proper discourse marker to bring out to link the evidence and make it much more easier to be understand. And the second one is the usage of discourse marker to link the points. As I stated before, candidates has used a proper discourse marker to link up the idea. Inappropriate, sorry. Okay, speakers use improper discourse markers at some point of the speech. Okay, and she only managed to score 2 out of 5. Okay, for structure, for these two statements, candidates scores 10 and 5 out of 10. And for the total mark will be 11 out of 20. Okay, and the last one is strategy. For this one, the first statement is time management is efficient. Time given for preparation is wisely used. And for this one, speakers managed to score 3 out of 5. Okay, speaker managed to manage the time well because she managed to deliver the ideas and all the 3 points that she wants to state. So that it shows that speaker managed to organize the points within the time limit. Okay, the second one is introduction and body. Speakers managed to score 4 out of 5. This is because in the beginning of the speech, we managed to detect the introduction part, and then in the second part, she restated the ideas and continue with her body paragraph. Okay, and the last one is conclusion included. As well, we see that speakers managed to score 4 out of 5, and at the end of the speech, she managed to conclude her ideas and explain and finish her speech within the time limits. Okay, for this one, speaker managed to score 11 out of 15, and the total score for this one is 11 out of 20. So the marks is 16. The total marks for the point that I have point out here is 35 out of 55, and for the total score of everything else, she scores 69 out of 150. Okay, so for the total, the one that I have shown you before, I point out the weakness and the strength, so she would easily improve on the speech.
this is to expect that it's obvious what you have evaluated. So we're not presenting all. Afterwards, then we present all for the other statements.
Thank you, and that's all. I'll pass to the next presenter to continue the presentation.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all. Okay, I'm Nurani binti Lazimpi, will be evaluating Ahmad bin Suharto, and his topics is dogs are more loyal than cats. Okay, this is his transcript that I have based on his performance for the screen test. Okay, the first criteria is content. Statement: the speaker managed to develop ideas successfully according to the topic. The score is 3, and the evidence is from the transcript itself. He managed to give the exact idea about and related to the topics that given. The second one is the points stated are explained in the task. The score is 3. He managed to explain.
Zoom. Plus button.
Okay, he managed to explain the points that he has given. The third one is managed to clarify the points given. Score is 3. He clarifies the points clearly and easy to understand and easy to understand. The fourth one is the speaker managed to fulfill the task given. The score is 4 because he gives 3 points and managed to explain and clarify clearly. And the last one is provide clear and sufficient examples. The score is 3, and the evidence is there are examples given so that people understand what he is trying to say about the 3 points that he has given. Okay, the total mark for content is 16/25. Okay, the second criteria is language. Okay, the first one is the speaker speaks fluently, and the score is only 2 because there is so much gap fillers and the speaker tend to stutter rather than speaking fluently. The second one is the use of wide vocabulary in its proper context. The score is 2 because the evidence is this sentence structure itself is wrong because of the basic. Lastly, for me, my cat always be beside me when I was alone. It is supposed to be by my side, not be beside me. Okay, the third one is pronounce the word correctly. The score is 2 because the pronunciation is not clear and the word leave is not clearly pronounced. It is supposed to be leave, so The first statement is the speaker shows interest to the topic. The score given is 3. The evidence is in the video from 10 second to the 6 second. The speaker speak without any intonation, just flat tone of voice. So it shows no interest towards the topic. Okay, the second statement is speak confidently and use appropriate expression. The score is 2 because in the video the speakers are not confident enough and did not look at the camera and tend to look at the paper. Most of the time spent is looking at the paper rather than looking at the camera. So less eye contact is used. Okay, the third one is the speaker able to conclude within the limit. The score given was 4 because he managed to conclude the points. Okay, the next one is speaker shows proper speech etiquette. The score given is 4 because he managed to read the audience formally. Okay, the last one is portrays good body posture and eye contact. The score given is 3 because there are some eye contact, but not convincing enough. Just some of the time spent to make eye contact with the camera. Okay, the score given is 16/25. Okay, the next criteria is structure. Okay, the first statement is the points are organized accordingly. The score given is 3 because we think that he managed to arrange the points from less important to more important. Okay, the second one is usage of discourse marker to link the points. The score given is 2 because there is not many discourse marker used, just only lastly used. So the score given is 2. Okay, the third statement is the points are cohesive and coherent. The score given is 2 because he did not manage to relate the first point to the second point. So they are quite different. It is not related closely. The last one is speakers know the sequence of the points and uses it systematically. Okay, the score given is 3 because he first read, then he state his 3 points and explain, and then he managed to conclude. Okay, the score given for structure is 10/20. Okay, the last criteria is strategy. Okay, the first statement is time management is efficient. The score given is 4 because he managed to manage his time even for stating his points and managed to conclude at the same time. The second one is time given for preparation is wisely used because he used the times to think 3 points that are suitable to the topic given. And the third point is introduction, body and conclusion are included. The score given is 4 because there are introduction, body and conclusion. The last one is usage of key phrase. The score given is 4 because he managed to state his points using key phrase. And the total mark for strategy is 16/20. So the total mark for overall all the 5 criteria is 68/150. Okay, I proceed with the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will be evaluating Abdul Rahman and Muhammad Shafi with the topic of tuition classes are necessary for students nowadays. So let's proceed with the items. Okay, first of all, the content. What we have evaluated is we agree to give him full marks since the content is clarified clearly and the speaker managed to fulfill the task given. from the transcript. Now to say that tuition class, tuition is necessary would be something, the sentence is structured well. And then he also provides clear and sufficient examples. From the evidence, I have decided to have this agree, and then he continued the speech with the points, and he state every point clearly. So next. So the total marks is 2 marks, 25 over 25. Okay. And the language. Rahman spoke fluently, but unfortunately we could not give him 5 because there's still some minimum errors that need to be improved in the future. So as you can see, the evidence before tuition and before tuition, there's a repetition there. So the use of wide vocabulary in proper context. Yes, Rahman is actually a very fluent speaker, but instead we cannot give him 5 because of the vocabulary used in the spring test is not really wide. Next, he pronounced the word correctly as in the video. The use of the grammatical errors is minimum.
Sometimes they want time for themselves, but when they are tuition class, they cannot have that time for themselves. And they should.
Okay. As you can see that he pronounced the word correctly. No stutter, very minimum stutter. So the use of intonation is based from the topic, and he managed to give a good enthusiastic of the topic. He knows the topic very well. So next, the total marks will be 23 over 25. So we move to the next item, appropriacy. Again, I misspelled the word appropriacy. Okay, sorry. For this appropriacy, we highlight how the speaker show the interest toward the topic. And it all represent in the video. We later see it again. Speak confidently and use appropriate expression where he managed to convince the audience that he knows the topic that has been given to him. And he also showed a proper speech etiquette, but please make sure, Rahman, that you not shake your feet continuously. Maybe there's something that you think a lot, and in order to make sure that your eyes are in contact and indirectly you shake the feet continuously. Okay, it portrays good body posture and eye contact. Okay, next, the total marks is 24 over 25. Okay, next we move to the second last item, the structure. Okay, again the point are organized accordingly, and unfortunately the discourse marker used is very minimal. At the end of the speech, then he used the discourse marker on the therefore and the conclusion. And here again we see that the sentence structure is wrong. How come the two discourse markers come all together? So maybe he is trapped. The mind is trapped with the time setting, the time limit that has been given to minute track. So everyone makes mistakes. So the points are conceit and inherent, yes, because he managed to relate the first point and the second point and conclude it well. And you know the sequence of the point and uses it systematically. The first point, the third, and blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, the marks for structure is 18 over 20, almost full marks. Okay, next, the strategy. Okay, you're lucky because you have satisfied all of the judges here to give you full marks for this strategy, because all the items that we evaluated about the time management is efficient. Yes, the time management is efficient. The time given for preparation is wisely used because the performance did by Rahman is quite good. Yeah, and then the introduction, body, and conclusion are included as based on the transcript. Later I'll show you. And the usage of the key phrase. He mentioned that he disagreed with the statement. Okay, the total marks is 20 over 20. So the total marks is the highest among others, 110 upon 111 and 115. Sorry. Okay. you can see that it's very minimum fillers and errors. The one that is bold is mistakes made by him. So that's all from me. We proceed to more evaluating
Okay, Assalamualaikum. I will be presenting the evaluation for one and her topic will be it is better to marry someone that is older than you. Okay, first you can see president three. Okay, next. Okay, first criteria content. Okay, the statement the speaker managed to develop ideas successfully according to the topic. We agreed that to give her two because she managed to state the point but failed to develop the points that are given by her. Okay. Okay. Next, the points they are explained in the task. We also give her two because you can see the evidence. As for number two, stable career. She said a point, but she didn't manage to develop the idea because of the time management. Okay, so third, we managed to clarify the points given. Also the same reason, we managed to finish because of time. Okay, next, the speaker managed to complete the task given. We also give three. She provided a clear example and sufficient. We can see that, for example, we were choosing a major guys especially. Okay, next, the marks will be 13 out of 25. Okay, another next criteria is language. The speaker speaks fluently. We're going to give her 4 because. The speaker speaks fluently. Okay, next. The use of white vocabulary in its proper context. We gave her 3 because I don't think that she used white vocabulary in her speech. There is something that need to improve more. Okay, next, the pronouns, the words correctly. Okay, she pronounced the word correctly, but she tends to repeat the words continuously. Okay, for example, in the video.
Okay, so and a very good afternoon to everyone. Today we have talked about in terms of the maturity in order to secure our better life. Actually, with uncertainty exam, when we speak about relationship with men, of course, we want to steering and talk about it to serious
Okay, the use of correct grammatical structure. We give her 3 because she didn't manage to complete the sentence. Okay, proper use of intonation.
Okay, so and a very good afternoon to everyone. Today we have talked about serious relationship with marriage, and I think it's my opinion. I must say that this metaphor is someone that's suitable, understanding us, and
Okay, intonation. The intonation, she give proper intonation, but still she show hesitation in giving the points. Okay, next criteria will be okay. The marks for language is 16 out of 25. Okay, next appropriacy. Okay, the speaker shows interest to the topic. We give her 4. Okay.
okay, so okay, as for the first one, why is it? We as a woman, especially when it comes to marriage.
speaks confidently and use appropriate expression. We can see from the video. Okay, and next the speaker able to conclude within the time limit. We give 3 because she managed to have the opening, the content, but she didn't manage to proceed the presentation because of the time limit. Okay, speaker shows proper speech etiquette. Okay, we give her 4 because she has a proper greeting, but we give her 5 out of 5 because there is no conclusion to her presentation, to her speech. Okay, portray good body posture and eye contact.
Alright, so want to add a very open and constantly agree with this fact. Student is like I have 2.2
We give her 3 because her body portrait is in comfortable mode, but her eye contact, she keeps looking at the paper because I don't know. Okay, next. The total marks for appropriacy will be 17 out of 25. Next is structure. The points are organized accordingly. Yes, the points are organized accordingly, but still she didn't manage to finish the points. So we give her 3. The usage of discourse marker to link points. We give her 2 because I didn't see any discourse marker. Okay, the points are cohesive and coherent. We give her 3. Yes, the points given are related to what the topic is, but yes, she didn't have the time to develop the ideas. Okay, next, people knows the sequence of the points and use it systematically. Okay, we give her 3. At the first point, she said that as for the first one, white experience. Okay. The marks will be 11 out of 20. Okay, next, the strategy. Time management is efficient. We give her 2 because as I said before that she didn't complete her speech because of the time management. Okay, next, time given for preparation is wisely used. We give her 3. She prepared the points efficiently, but still have trouble in making the speech. Okay, introduction, body, and conclusion are included. Of course, I give her 2 because, as I said before, she didn't manage to conclude it. Okay, usage of key phrase. We give her 2 because she didn't repeat what is the topic is. As for the first one, white experience. When it comes to marriage with women, especially, of course, would prefer someone that much. She didn't tell what the topic is. Okay, next. Marks for strategy is 9 out of 20.
150. Sorry.
The mark is 66 out of 150.
Alright, so want to add a very good afternoon to everyone.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you. Let's listen to the candidates. We will begin with Noor Akila.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and thank you for the meeting for inviting me. Okay, I have to improve for the content, but I have to put more evidence. And for the language, I have problem in the structure. And for the structure part, I already using this post marker in appropriate, and for the overall I have to improve myself for
Assalamualaikum. For me, I'm very satisfied with the evaluation. I need to improve more in language, especially. Also about the intonation and eye contact, I need to improve more. I need to use more eye contact with the audience. Also, I need to use lots of viscous marker.
Next one, Rahman.
First of all, thank you for Shikin and her team for evaluating my performance so generously. Personally, I think that I did much worse than my usual pace during that speech. I ended by thinking that I did a lot of mistakes. But after seeing that kind of presentation, I feel very glad. And as for the little comment about my feet, yes, I tend to do that when I'm nervous. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Faiz, for evaluating me. But I kind of slightly agree with the evaluation that he made just now. Because I think you are using the wrong script as
No, it based from what I heard. What I heard.
Okay, let's just skip then. Okay, I think I need to improve more